Hi guys. I was in a near fatal car accident. As you can see, I have a big laceration up my face. I had a plastic surgery on my face and my head. I have a broken back. I'm in St. Mary's Hospital right now. A guy coming from like in the oncoming lane hit me, sent me spinning, and I flipped my car 3 times and landed on the roof. I was on my way to work. 3 people I don't know who I'd like to find out their names saved my life. They kept a rag on my head and kept me awake and told me not to fall asleep and not to move. And they saved my life, and I'm real grateful to them. Um, the driver of the car said he didn't know what happened for like an hour. Then all of a sudden he remembered. He said that I veered into his lane and that I crashed into him. But if I had crashed into him, he would have went spinning and flying. But he crashed into me. Um, the airbags never went off. The steering wheel broke off. I just bought the car a month ago, so you know, um, the car was not in working condition apparently. I've been pulling glass out of myself for a while now. Um, I want you guys to see my face. It goes all the way down into my eye. I first saw myself in the mirror, I cried, but I take care of my parents, they have cancer and diabetes, and I take care of a 10-year-old, and here I am in St. Mary's Hospital in Langhorne, and in room 19B, and in the trauma unit. I have to go to rehab after that and learn how to walk again, because I have a broken back and my lumbar one. Um, I have people that count on me, and I go to school full time for um psychology. I can't get my homework done. Um, I'm just a mess, I could have died, and but where would my parents be, and where would my son be? Uh, I, I'm grateful to my boss because she came up here today to see me. I'm grateful to, she's my friend too. I'm grateful to my friend Gemma. She came up here to see me and my family, even though they're sick. Drove all the way up here to bring me my stuff. You know, God, life can just be over in an instant. We can't do anything about it. And I'm so grateful. The Siri called my oldest son and told him I was in a car accident because he's my emergency contact. And he was very upset. He couldn't do anything. He's in Florida. And me and him bump heads a lot. But I know he loves me and I love him. And he was really hurt and really scared. And so was my other son and my mom and dad. And oh, God, I'm in so much pain. Oh. I always come on here to talk about empowering women. I'm still doing my homework. I just got done doing it. But I didn't get done finishing all of it because it was due by 11:59, and I didn't have a charger for my laptop. I just got one from one of the nurses. The nurses here are really good. I hurt my stomach bad too, so my urine is not it's staying in my bladder. They may have to do surgery on that too. Um, arms and my fingers, the steering wheel broke right off, and was laying next to me. I could see all this blood and glass when I woke up. I was like, what the hell? I couldn't breathe, and I was like, get it together, and I just couldn't get it together. This blood was just dripping and dripping from my face. And then I heard this lady say, "Oh my God, look at her." And they said, "Honey, can you hear us? Speak to us." And, I usually come on here and talk about the empowerment of women and sustainability, and missing and women and domestic violence and sexual violence. Um, I guess today I'm going to talk about the empowerment of me. I never talk about me. I survived a 7-year relationship of domestic violence, and I got out, even though he killed my dog and cut my phone lines, and we slept in a car for a couple of days, me and my son. I got out of it no matter what, because I wasn't going to allow him to hit my son or allow my son to see a relationship like that, because I wanted my son to grow up respecting women. Um, and I was raped twice in 1 year. I was sexually assaulted when I was 13. I was pulled into a classroom by 3 of my so-called friends, and they sexually assaulted me. I was told by teachers that they wanted to have sex with me. I was molested from the time I was 3 till I was 7. So I learned at an early age that I had something that men wanted, and I could use that to my advantage. And later on in life, I did. I got sugar daddies and I got addicted to them. And then they started reminding me of pedophiles, and I hated them. And I ended up wanting to kill one, and that's when I realized that I had to stop and I had to leave them alone. Anyone out there that thinks that they can't do this, that they can't get away from their abuser, you can. It's going to be a long road. It's going to be a tough road. It's not going to be easy. And I'm not telling you to do it right now. I'm just telling you that you have to do it at some point, especially if you have children involved. If they're watching their mother be beat every day, that's abuse. You're abusing your children by allowing them to see that. Imagine how they feel not being able to help you. They're helpless. They want to help their mother and they can't do anything. And at some point, you make a choice to stay. So you have accountability in that. And you have to take the accountability in that. Um, you can go and you should go. And your life can get better. And I know, looking at me right now, it doesn't look like my life's much better, does it? Because I got into a car accident. But car accidents happen to everyone. Um, I guess we're gonna hurt some trying to move around and do things so that it starts getting back to normal. Um, I want everyone out there to pray for me, pray for my family most, pray for my children, that I recover and I can get back on my feet. And we need to get my nonprofit back up and started. We need to get people back into the nonprofit. I met a woman that's willing to donate clothes to the nonprofit. That's wonderful. I need people to donate their time and money to the nonprofit. It's saving women and men who are domestic and children who are in domestic violence situations and sexual violence situations. How can you not come up off your money or your time to save them? You know, if I'm the only one putting money into it and time into it, it just isn't going to go anywhere. And that's why I had to shut it down. I was running out of money. You know, I'll put all of my money and time into saving those women and children, especially the children, and the murdered and missing Indigenous women who go underreported every year, and no one's looking for them. No one even cares. And then they get into the jurisdictional argument of who's supposed to be looking for them, the Indian police or the American police. Who cares? Just somebody look for them, you know? Um, they're out there and their families love them just like you love your family. And women of color or people of color go underreported, go missing and murdered all the time, and no one goes looking for them. No one cares. People like Gabby Petito get worldwide national news. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. That's great. But everyone should get that. Everyone's child who's missing should get that. And I'm not saying, you know, not for her not to get it. She definitely should get it. But so should everyone else. And we need to advocate for that, because if we don't, you know, who's going to? Um, you know, I feel so compelled to help these people that with a broken back and a lacerated face and head and a messed up stomach. I got on here anyway and wanted to talk to you guys and plead with you guys to please help me in this fight. Join me, because it's not like somebody else is just going to start doing it. You have to do it. You have to get up off your ass and do it. You know, anyway, I'm feeling very tired and hurt a lot, so I'm going to sign off. But before I do, I just want you to know that I love all of you. If no one told you that today, you're good. If you're in a relationship that is domestically violent or sexually violent, you're doing everything right because you're still alive. And if no one told you that, I'm telling you that. You did nothing wrong. They are the person doing something wrong. And you need to get away. And my email is jmbg11275@gmail.com or womeninfear@gmail.com. Please send me an email and I will set you up with the right resources to get away. I promise. Okay, I'm signing off. Good night and good luck. And stay safe out there and stay aware, because you never know when someone's going to come up behind you and just grab you. Women have to worry about that when they walk to their cars. They have to carry their keys in their hand like a weapon or mace. Men don't usually have to worry about that when they walk to their car, but women and children do. And I just want you to be aware when you're walking to your car at night. Beware of your surroundings. Don't just walk to your car like it's safe, because the world is not safe anymore. Okay, I'm signing off. This is Jessica G signing off. Good night, everyone.